Maybe just talk a little bit about the difference comparison between Energy Metals and their facilities back in the day versus new facilities that enCore now owns.
Yeah, it's really very similar at first glance, but when you delve into it, it's amazingly different. We took the Hobson plant on 2005, I think, and to get the license and the facility. And basically, the first thing we did is bulldoze it. It was a bucket of bolts, quite frankly. The weather had taken its toll. It hadn't been modernized. It literally was a teardown and a rebuild. And Uranium Energy Corp's the benefit of that. We did a nice job and rebuilt the plant. Spent, I don't know, $20 million or thereabouts. And but still, we were way ahead of the game by having that license in hand. And it was a good move for us. But compare and contrast that to going in and basically having to just spruce up a plant and be operational. We're way ahead of the game with the current acquisition compared to where we were with Hobson. I think it's being recognized in our share price now, even without a big move in the uranium price. But it's clearly puts us ahead of where we were with the acquisition at Energy Metals.
And Bill, now correct me if I'm wrong, they're both 800,000 a year licensed facilities, and you're planning to utilize both of them when the time is right, correct?
Well, you're right on the first part. The second part, we still haven't made a corporate decision on. Here again, we are going to be over the course of the next few months. Rosita is the obvious first step. What to do with Kingsville is a question that we haven't answered yet. One of the possibilities is to take the equipment at Kingsville and double our production size at Rosita. The other one, and the simple fact of the matter is Kingsville is going to take a lot more work to get it up and ready for production. It's also a bit off of the trend in terms of the South Texas uranium province. Rosita is smack dab in the middle of it. So its location is better. If you start looking at, both plants are licensed for satellite operation for satellite fields or satellite plants. But Rosita is just the better of the two. I'm sure we'll do a full engineering study to evaluate the cost benefit analysis of resurrecting Kingsville versus abandoning it and moving some of the equipment, including a brand new dryer, which is probably the biggest cost piece involved in the ISR process. But there's a brand new dryer sitting at Kingsville that could be installed at Rosita. And so that's clearly one of the things we'll be doing. So I can't really commit to renovating and operating Kingsville or abandoning it and increasing Rosita's capacity. Obviously need a license adjustment to do that at Rosita, but that's something we'll be looking at early on here because we need to be ready for it. But it's not really any duplicative efforts in terms of getting Rosita up and running to start with.